we going with Jimmy G at quarterback. Nothing official, of course. How long can the vet hold off the rookie Trey Lance? Cowboys are passing on Cam Newton. Nah, we're good. Will they end up regretting that decision? And he's a former number one pick, but are people sleeping on Baker Mayfield in Cleveland this season? Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to First Things First. I'm Jenna Wolf alongside Nick Wright, Kevin Wilds. We got Stink. Mark Schlereth is joining us this morning. What was Baker's nickname? Oh, Mr. Dangerous. Or he woke up feeling dangerous. Is that what it was, Nick?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
that's
Baker.
Correct.
Yeah,
I woke up feeling dangerous this morning.
Yeah.
Are we going to see dangerous Baker Mayfield this season?
Oh, I believe so. I believe he's going to feel dangerous all season, Jenna. It's a great question. I'm sure Stink fully agrees. Big Baker Mayfield guy because he's a smart man. I'm certain of it.
Okay, so there'll be no disagreements on that whatsoever. I can feel it already. Oh, we'll get to Baker. Dangerous Friday morning. We got to start up in New England with a story for all Patriots fans looking at you, Kevin Wilds. With the release of Cam Newton a few days ago, Mac Jones became the man in New England. But was it warranted? Apparently, the answer was yes. OC Josh McDaniels, big fan of what he saw in Jones this preseason, said, quote, he continues to put the game and the team first. Do you want further proof? Check this out from Pro Football Focus. Mac Jones had the highest preseason passing grade by a rookie quarterback since 2015, ahead of Patrick Mahomes and Baker Mayfield and Dak Prescott and that guy Alex. So, Nick, are you buying Mac Jones' preseason success is a sign of things to come? I did by mistake.
Well, okay. First on Pro Football Focus. Listen, I was an early adopter of Pro Football Focus. Sam Monson, back when he still lived in Ireland, would come on my radio show in Kansas City in 2009. So I take this as a personal affront that my friends at Pro Football Focus would create some metric where it makes Kevin Wilds, Patrick Mahomes, Mac Jones comparison seem to have some credence. They shouldn't have done it. It irritates and angers me, and it gives some validation to Wilds' worst take of this young football season. But here is why I am not buying the preseason hype. Stink, what we know about the NFL draft is that there is no instance where all the quarterbacks are good. In fact, what's the best quarterback draft ever? 83, most people would say Elway, Marino, Kelly. Well, there's a couple other first-round picks, including the one my Chiefs took at 7th overall, Todd Blackledge, that it's like, okay, they didn't work out. You have, the draft from a few years ago. Baker's awesome. Lamar's awesome. A lot of people love Josh Allen. But then you also have Sam Darnold and Josh Rosen. So there were 5 first-round quarterbacks this year. Trevor, Zach, Trey, Justin Fields, and Mac Jones. Right now, all 5 teams with all 5 quarterbacks are like, our guy's going to be awesome. Well, NFL history tells us at least 2 of them, probably 3 of them, won't be. So if I had to rank them on likelihood of being awesome, I think Mac Jones is the least likely of the 5, not the most likely of the 5. So no, I'm not buying the preseason hype on Mac Jones, even though he did play very well and he won that quarterback job fair and square, Stink.
Yeah, well, I would look at the Pro Football Focus numbers from, the preseason games, and I'd throw those out the window. That doesn't mean anything to me because what you're getting is very vanilla looks. You're not really working on game plan or scheme. You're working on lining up correctly, using the proper leverage on defense, making sure that you can cover one-on-one, making sure that you hit your spots in your zones. So it's pretty simple. But here's where I'm really impressed. Not with athleticism, because everybody looks at quarterbacks or everybody looks at athleticism and makes that the measure of a guy's ability to play. Hey, Patrick Mahomes is athletic. There's no question. He's unbelievable. But it's the neck up that makes him great. That's what really sets him apart. His ability to understand where everybody on the football field is, where all 5 eligibles are, but most importantly, where all 7 coverage guys are. Where are those guys? And exactly if I look at one side of the football field and I think I don't like that look. I know where everybody else is, not only on the offensive side, but on the defensive side. So I would say that's the most impressive part of Mac Jones, what he did in these scrimmages, the way he scrimmaged against the Giants. See, to me, playing professional sports, different than college sports, is that you have to be exceptional at seeing things, having vision, and understanding instantly what you have, where everybody is. So it's like riding a bicycle. When you first rode your bicycle, you had to think about putting your foot on the pedal, and you had to think about your balance. And when you turned, you started to lean over and you didn't have it right. And then eventually you get on your bike and you just ride the damn thing. You don't even think about it. When you start playing with instinct, when you start playing like you're riding a bicycle and it's the 1,000th time you've rode your bicycle, when you start playing that way, you're playing with speed from the neck up. And that's what's impressive about Mac Jones. He doesn't have to think. He's just out there. He sees it. He believes it. He doesn't wait for it. He just lets it rip. And that's what he's done better than any of these other rookie quarterbacks, in my opinion.
All right, so I'm going to show you a video in a second. But first I want to respond to Nick Stink. So to me, Nick is a non-Mac Jones believer. To me, Mac Jones is the Ted Lasso of quarterbacks. Anybody who has seen it loves it. A lot of people haven't seen it, like, I don't know, it's about soccer, Sudeikis. Is Sudeikis like, that great? Like, yeah, if you've seen it, you absolutely love it. The coaches love Mac Jones. Nick Saban loves Mac Jones. Belichick loves Mac Jones. Josh McDaniels loves Mac Jones. The Giants quarterback was unnamed, said, whoo, Mac Jones out there looking like, who? Tom Brady. Then the players love Mac Jones, right? The offensive players love Mac Jones. The defensive players, like, yeah, Mac Jones can read everything. The thing that I am worried about, though, Stink, is this. Somebody tweeted this out. If we could throw it up, and there's a video attached to it. They're like, Mac Jones will definitely have his hands full week one. Shout out to Big E the second. Also, shout out to Big E the first. No one ever talks about him anymore. Here's the video they tweeted. This made me nervous, Stink, up against Justin Herbert, what the Dolphins are doing. As an offensive player, how do you think Mac Jones is going to respond when he sees this sort of like crazy stuff that Brian Flores is going to put out to start to scare him?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's incumbent upon the coaches to keep you out of those situations. I'm sure that's probably some nickel situation, second down and 12 plus, third down and 7 plus, where you're getting you're throwing the football. And part of that is coaching. Can we keep you out of those situations? Can we keep you in situations as a coaching staff where it's third down and 4 minus, and now they have to defend the whole field? They can't play amoeba defense. They've got to line up and show what they're doing. So they'll have a plan for that. There is no question. You've just got to sort those things out, and you have to understand. And this is why some college quarterbacks just don't translate well in the National Football League, is you have to understand protection. A lot of colleges, they don't do the protection aspect of things. They just lock up, 6 or 7 guys, and then they say, hey, our guys on the outside are better athletes than your guys on the outside, so let's just go ahead and let's play one-on-one football. Let's have no reads, and let's just go. And that's going to be different. I don't think Mac Jones doesn't come from that kind of program, because Steve Sarkisian, his offensive coordinator, is a former professional. He's a professional coordinator. He was in pro football for a long, long time. So he'll understand the checks. He'll understand what they've got. And I just think, again, the Patriots, even though they didn't go to the playoffs last year, of the 7 teams that went to the playoffs, and I always look at running attempts, because it's the way the game plays out and it's your commitment to running the football. Yeah. Out of the 7 teams that had the most attempts in football last year, 5 went to the playoffs. New England, not one of those teams, even though they were in the top 7 of attempts. So he'll have a running game to support him, to support the play action, more importantly. And they'll take care of some of that kind of stuff that you see from Brian Flores. They'll take care of that, just because they'll play situational football, and they'll keep them out of a lot of those situations.
And listen, I think the Patriots will be good-ish this year. I think they will be fighting with the team they are playing week 1, Miami.